Okay, this one is the problem statement that you're supposed to sum first the total salary. I need a total salary. What is the budget? What total budget? One is the total budget. Okay, second one is budget according to department, that is department budget. Okay, then the budget according to department and according to gender. So I need this. Okay, I'm giving you 5 minutes to think about this problem statement, and you are not supposed to use inside your code. Okay, CSC, mechanical, CSC, EC, IT. You are not supposed to use these things inside the code. What else that you are supposed to write? You are supposed to perform with the help of the index number. Okay, so index number is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we know how we can get the data into the list format. Read lines. Okay, read lines. So make sure here the one header is also available. So header is also available. You have to take care about this header. If you try to convert this, because you have to do the typecasting. Here the data is coming in the form of the string, that you have to convert it into the float. And here the salary, you have to take care of this. If you try to do this float of salary, then you will get the error message. That's mean you are supposed to use, one thing is read line method, who will read just single line. Then you are supposed to use the read lines method. Then after that the cursor will be moving over here and it will read out the entire data in the form of the list. And according to that you have to perform the operation, perform the logics according to your index numbers. Okay, according to your index number. And this is the tab separated, and you know how you can do it, the tab separated with the help of split. Now split of tab. Okay, /t, that's mean the tab indented. If I use space, it's mean the space intended. If I use @ that's mean it is @. Now this time is a tab indented. So make sure you have to take care all these things and try to make a code. I am giving you 10 minutes. Okay, you are just supposed to think about this, how you can perform it. Okay, so now take your 5 minutes or 10 minutes, then I'll come back to you. Problem statement is clear to everyone? Problem statement is clear to everyone? Okay, so please try to think about it and then give me. This is the kind of real-time problem statement. Okay, in the real-time scenarios you will get some data something like this in the form of files. Okay, now make a code for the same. I'm giving you 5 minutes. Don't need to make a complete code, but yes, just make your the initial conceptual views, how exactly you will perform this. If you try to convert these things into into the float, then you will get the error message. For example, like this. Let's suppose you are trying to convert this, okay, this into gender, then you will get the error message. So for the same, what I have to do, I don't need this line. Okay, I don't need this line. Now what I am doing, understand this carefully. Very simple method. H is equal to f dot read line. I will implement it step by step. Okay, read line. Now I am printing H. You guys will understand, I am explaining it line by line. So EMP SOLUTION dot py. Okay, so run it now. Py space EMP solution dot py. Now you can check it out. The first line what I get, okay, the first line what I get only the headers. Now where cursor is blinking after reading this line, now the cursor is blinking over here. Okay, cursor is blinking over here. Now I have to read the entire data. For reading the entire data, this data should be into the form of the list. Okay, I need the data into the form of the list. So I know which method is there to reading the data in the form of the list. Now I am performing same. Data is equal to, okay, f dot read lines. Now again I am printing this data. Now what output I am getting? Just check it out on the screen. Okay. Yes. Read lines. Okay. So now you will get the data. Now you can observe carefully. You are getting the complete data. 1/t RAM/t, because /t is a special character. At the end of this data you can observe it. At the end of this data you can observe it. There is /n. Okay, there is /n. So for example, if I do this, if I copy it, just to understand the concept, if I copy it and I am pasting over here, please observe this concept. Okay, if I split this data, okay, if I read this line, let's suppose this line is into the string format. If you check it out, the entire data into the string format on the index of 0. So what I am doing, if I split it, okay, if I split it via /n, okay, via /n. So I am splitting it via /n. Now observe this scenario. Okay, I am splitting it via /n. Now what I will get? What I will get? I'll get this one on 0 position. Sorry, this one on, let me draw again. So I will get the entire data in the form of the list. As we know, the split method will return you. The split method will return you the list. On which basis I am splitting it? I am splitting it on the basis of this. So it will get like this. Okay, it will get like this. This will become the index of 0. This become the index of 1. So I need index of 0. So this index of 0 is my entire data. Okay, 1/t RAM/t mail/t 25,000/t CSC/t Chandigarh/t mail. Okay, gender. So first I have to split this data according to this, and I have to fetch out the index of 0. So index of 0 mean I am getting this data. So I'll show you. Okay, the picture would be more clear. Now I explain the conceptually. Now I explain the logically. Okay. So for the same, for I in data, okay, now what I am printing, print of I dot split via /n and index of 0. Okay, index of 0. So let me make it more, xx is equal to this one. So I am printing xx now. Now it will make more sense. Now you will get the clarity of the picture. Okay, now if you check out the data, you are getting the entire data. Okay, you are getting this, you are getting this, you are getting this data proper form. Now this time the /n is not coming. Earlier you seen this, there is a /n. So now in xx, okay, in xx, what is this one? So again I have to split it. Okay, again I have to split it. So I am making a column, fields, okay, fields is equal to xx dot split via this time /t. Okay, /t. Now if I print fields, okay, now again after printing break, because it will print only first record. So now the picture would be more clear. Okay, now you get it. Okay, on the 0 index this one, on the 1 index this one, on the 2 index this one, on the 3 index this one, 4, 5, 6. Now first, for the first problem statement, that you are looking for the index of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So just I am printing the index of, okay, index of 4. So now the picture would be more clear. Okay, now the picture would be more clear. Now you can check it out. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3. I need 3 index. So now I fetch, okay, I fetch this one. Okay, I fetch the entire records. Okay, I think this is copy by mistakenly, that's why it's giving you the error at the end of the picture. Okay, so now it won't give you error. Okay, now you can check it out. Okay, you get the required one, you get the requirement. Now this is the string format, you have to convert it into the float. Okay, I am showing you everything step by step. Now in the first assignment you need this field. Okay, you need this field of 3. So it is salary, I am converting it into the float. Now it's converted into the float. I am showing you each and everything step by step so that your questioning would be, you know. Okay, sorry, I didn't print it. So now I am printing this salary. Now you will get the output, what exactly now you are getting it. Now the salary is converted into the float. Now the next is I have to sum all these values. Okay, I have to sum all these values. That is my first problem statement. Okay, that is my first problem statement. So for the same, I am taking the help of dictionary. Okay, I am assigning one dictionary. Inside dictionary, I will put out this data. Okay, let me write the code, then I will explain you. Till now, if you have any doubt, please ask me before proceeding further. If anyone having doubt,
yes, please.
Yeah, please.
So you know the second line. What's that h equal? Mid line.
This one.
Yes.
This is just a variable. That variable name is h. Okay, and I read the first line. That's mean I don't require this. With the help of read line operation, what exactly happens? Now it read this line. It read out this line. After reading this line, now the cursor is moving over here. Now I need the complete data. For getting the complete data, we have a function. That function name is called read lines. Now it read the entire data. This up from this to this. Okay, because I need it, because I don't need this header. So this is the way. I think I hope I give the answer of your question.
Yes, thank you so much. But now I have another one, please.
Yeah, please.
The DD.
DD. Okay, DD is this one.
Yes.
Okay, it's an empty dictionary. I haven't used it. Now I will tell you the usage of this, why I define it. So prior to defining the functionality of this DD, I am just taking the question of you guys. Okay.
I also have one query, sir.
Anji, please.
Sir, what is the role of zero index here?
Zero index I haven't. Okay, this one. So I already told you, when you read the data, automatically /n is also read it out. When you read the data is into this format, the entire line, and after that the /n. Because I don't need this /n. /n mean that you have to press enter after this. You can check it out. Here the /n, that is not visible character. When we read into the file handling, that is the character, special character. As you see in here, /t. Here the /t, that is not visible, but yes, when we read the data, automatically this would be happen. Okay, now my entire data is this one. I don't need this. First I have to remove it. So for removing it, what I am doing, I am splitting this data. Okay, I am splitting this on the basis of this /n. Now when I split it, I will get a list. Inside list, the zero index would be the complete data, and here the /n. So I don't need it. I pick it out only the index of 0. Now this zero index is there. After that, I know this data is tab separated. I perform the activity split of tab and I put out the index of 3. Okay, I get the index of 3. So because index of 3 is required for me. Okay.
Okay, sir. Means after that we split the data on the behalf of tab.
Yes, on the behalf of tab, because when you read the list, now this one is the data. Okay, this one is the data in the form of list and having the /n. First I read this one, the index of 0. I read this one, and what I did, I split it on the basis of this /n. Again I get the one new list, and inside that list the 0 index contain the entire data and the 1 index contain this /n, and I just pick it out the 0 index. Inside XX, now what inside XX is string. Inside XX is string. Okay, string of the entire data what you required, and after that I split this string on the basis of this /t. On the basis of this /t, now this field become another list, and from this list I pick the index of 3 and I assign this index to the salary variable.
Alright sir, now I get your point. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for this explanation.
Okay, so anyone having any question till now?
No sir, thank you.
Okay, so let me show you, if someone having still doubt, so let me show you what exactly I did. I copied it. First, how, in which scenario I get the data. Okay, let's suppose I get into this way. I am taking the same variable names. Okay, I am taking the same variable name. Okay, inside XX. Okay, let's suppose this one is I. Okay, this one is I. I read the data into this format. Okay, and there is, at the end of the scenario, there is /n. Okay, inside I, because one by one I treated it. So what I did, if I perform this line, okay, if I perform this line, now the picture would be more clear. Control V. Okay, now you can check it out. Now you can check it out. Okay, if I don't do it, okay, if I, let's suppose I don't do it. Now what XX is? XX is a list. On the 0 index, the entire data is there. On the 1 index, that is the /n is there. Okay, because I split it according to that. Now what I did, I select the XX of 0. Now you get this. Okay, now you get this. In the next step, now inside XX, this one is a data. Okay, because I reassigning over there, I did the same step into one line. Okay, now inside this, inside XX of 0, again I split it. Again I split it on the basis of /t. Okay, on the basis of /t. Now you will get the more clarity. So now you are getting this data. After which index number you required? 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, the 3 index number is required, and I put this thing into the salary. Okay, I put this thing into the salary, and then I converted its salary into the float. Okay, and I pick the index of 3. I picked the index of 3. Then I converted this salary into the float. So I did these steps and I explained you this step one by one. Okay, so same thing is happening again and again and again. Okay, same thing is happening again and again and again in the form of, you know, due to the iteration. The first line is coming, then again the same step for the second line, again the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and so on. I think the picture is clear.
Yes sir.
Little one for you. You know the way you're considering the 0, right? 0 index to the first line. It's always going to be the case that the first line is always going to be for a 0 index. You're going to take as
Yes. If you are doing this thing, then always you have to pick the 0 index, because here the /n is coming and I am splitting this data according to the /n, and I know when I split the data came in the form of the, you know, in the form of this list with the help of split method, and I am picking out that index from that list. Anything else that you want to ask from my side? Okay, now what is the role of this DD? This is a dictionary. Okay, so we know now what I am doing. DD dot get. Okay, get is a method. Okay, so the first case is what my first case, that is total salary. Okay, according to department, so I'll take that concept later on. Okay, so first case was, okay, in this problem statement there is no required of this DD. Okay, so simply I need a sum. So we know how I can do the sum. So DD I am making a integer. Okay, DD I am making a integer, so we know how we can sum it. DD plus equals to salary, and then you have to print this one, total budget is, okay, then I have to write this salary. Okay, so now you will get only one value, that is the 45,000. Okay, my total budget is 45,000. Is it okay? I think let me cross check it. No, there is some mistake inside the code. Where did we mistake? I think we did a mistake somewhere. Okay, sorry, here not salary, here the DD. Okay, because I am doing the same concept. DD is equal to DD plus salary. Okay, elaborated it. DD is equal to DD plus salary. So now you will get the final output. So this one is a final total budget that I am giving to my employees. 6,70,000 rupees is my budget, the salary budget, the total budget for my firm for per month. Okay, so this is one case. Now I think it's very simple. This one concept is clear to everyone. This is very simple concept. I will not explain it. Okay, try to understand by your own, because this step we did n number of times. Okay, so the next one is the second use case. Now I have find out the total budget according to the department. So I need this salary, then I need this department. So two things I need first. First I will fetch the two things. Okay, the entire I am removing this code. This entire code is same. Here this time I am using this DD as a dictionary. So here the DPT is required. For getting the DPT, I know it inside field it is a list, and on the which index the department is present. The department is present on the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4th index. So this time I need 4th index. So fields of 4th. So it become my department. Okay, I got these two. So first let me print and show you. Okay, let me show you and print and show you. Now these two things I captured. Okay, my base is ready. Now what I have to do? I have to combine this and this. Okay, this one become a one group, that is the CSC. Okay, another one mechanical will become another group. Okay, mechanical will become another group. Okay, and there is one more group. Let's suppose, okay, there is one more group, and that group is your IT. So three groups are there. Inside IT, I have to pick it out. This that's mean this amount, okay, this amount, and this amount. Okay, inside CSC that you have to pick it out the relevant amounts. So how I can do it? So here I am taking one dictionary. Okay, that is the empty dictionary. Initialize I empty dictionary. First what I have to do? Okay, the first I get CSC. So inside DD, what I have to do? I have to make a one key value pair. The first CSC, okay, and then the salary, that is the 25,000. This one would be first value that I got. Okay, in the next iteration, I again get CSC. So it's mean the CSC key is already available there. If the key is already available there, then what I have to do? DD of CSC. Okay, DD of CSC. Now what I have to do? Plus equals to this amount, that is the 45,000. So 45,000, this one amount, and the previous one is 25,000. So it becomes 70,000, and this value has been updated 70,000. Okay, in the next case, the mechanical is there. Okay, inside the dictionary there is no mechanical. First I have to add mechanical. Now I added mechanical as it is, because this is the first time. Happening. Okay, 55,000. Okay, in the next iteration again CSC come. So I know I have CSC. So what I have to do? I have to get it out this value, and in this value I have to sum this value. So now it become the 95,000. Okay, again I get the CSC. Again I add this. I get ME. Okay, ME is already there. That's mean I have to pick this value, and inside this value, what I have to do, I have to again add this 50,000 because the next value is again 50,000. Okay, same happen in the case of CSC. Again the value is added. Now again I have IT. IT is not available there. The key is not available there. First I have to insert this key. I added this key. Okay, I added this key, that is the 45,000 as it is. Okay, inside this, after this. So in the next iteration, again what I get ME. So ME is already there. I have pick out the previous value. The sum value is, let's suppose 1,10,000 rupees. In 1,10,000 rupees, I have to again add the new value, whatever value that I got, that is 55,000. This entire process will be complete up to this. So I think you clear the logical view of this problem statement. Everyone clear about the logical view of this problem statement? So this type of thing that you have to implement. Okay, this type of thing that you have to implement. So I know how I can implement it. So let me show you first on the layman term, then I will make it the complete, the code for the same. So as we already discussed, we have salary. Okay, we have salary, that is 25,000. Now understand it. I am taking this DD as a empty dictionary. Okay, first I have to check whether that key is present or not. So how I can get? We know a function, that method, the method name is called get. Okay, get dot, let's suppose the first department is CSC. I pass it, what I return. Okay, what it will return? It will return me none. Why it will return me none? As we already discussed into the dictionary section, when the key is not available, the get will return you none. Okay, get will return you none. You can check it out because this key is not available there. If this key is not available there, then first I have to insert this key. Okay, I have to insert this key. How I can insert this key? Okay, how I can insert this key? If, understand it, if dd.get double equals to none. Okay, that's mean the key is not available there. If it is not available there, what you have to do? You have to first insert key. So how I can insert key? dd of CSC. And what else you have to insert it? The salary. Whatever salary that you are getting with the context of this. In the first case, that I am getting the salary, that is the 25,000. Okay, so I added 25,000.0. Okay, this is the first salary and first key value pair. Now DD, the first thing is added. The first is added. Okay, first is added. Now the next key is again CSC. Okay, the next department is again CSC. So what I have to do? The same code. Now this time, will it return me none or not? Will it return me none or not? No, this time it won't return me none because the CSC key is already available. If the CSC key is already available, then I have to write a code into the else part. What I have to do? I have to fetch the value. So for getting the value, that I have to pass that key. I pass that key. Okay, if I do it, now you will get 25,000. In 25,000, what you have to do? You have to add the next value, that is the 45,000.0. Okay, so now it is added. Now you can check out the latest value of CSC. Okay, the latest value of CSC become, earlier it's a 25,000. Now the next value came 45,000, that is added into this, the CSC, and now the latest value become the 70,000. Okay, in the next case, what we get? We get the mechanical. Okay, now the same code will be implemented. Here the value become the mechanical. Okay, the value become the mechanical. So first I have to get it out. If it is not there, because it will return you none, because my ME is not available. If it is not there, then I have to pass this as a key value pair. So I have to pass this ME, and after that I have to pass this value. Okay, I have to pass this value, that is the 55,000. Okay, now you can check it out. Inside DD, the ME is added. Okay, in the next case, what value I got? I got CSC. So again, this condition will become fail. Okay, if it is fail, then what you have to do? You have to perform the same concept. Okay, now this time what salary I get? I get 25,000. Okay, 25,000.0. Now you can check out the latest value of the CSC. So this process will be entirely happen. Okay, because this process will happen inside the for loop. Now I am showing you the code for the same. Now Now I got the salary and I got the department. In the first time I got this, okay, the salary become 25,000 and the department becomes CSC. In the next iteration, the 45,000 and CSC. In the next iteration, 55 and ME, because this value will be vary. These are the inside for loop. Now the same logic I am implementing over here. If, okay, if dd of, okay, dd dot get, okay, department. If I got this department double equals to none, okay, if it is double equals to none, that's mean you have to add it. For adding it, what I am doing, the DEPT, okay, and whatever salary I got respective to this, okay, that I have to exactly add the same. Else what you have to do, you have to add DD of, otherwise if already department is there, the same department is there, then you have to do plus equal to salary, and after at the end of the case you have to print a DD. Very simple. Now I am showing you the output. Now you can check it out. In the CSC, the total budget is 2,15,000, for mechanical 2,75,000, for IT 1,80,000. So this is the code, 2 line of code for the entire process. Okay, so I think the picture is clear. I explained it into the great detail, step by step. The same thing I implemented inside this for loop. Okay, the next one is that you have to perform on the basis of the gender. So I need gender in this case. So I know which index for the gender. I know which index for the gender, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 is the index for the same. So how I can get the 6 index? Very simple. Very simple way. Okay, for getting the 6 index. So same thing, gender. Okay, GENDER. Gender is equal to FIELDS, fields of 6. So I got it. Okay, I get the gender. Now what I will do, rather than to pass only department key, what I am making a key. Okay, I am making a key is equal to the DEPT plus GENDER. Now it will become my key. So here, rather than to pass department, what I pass key. Okay, I pass key. That's it. Now the entire code is same. Now but this code this time will give you the output. CSC male, that I am giving the 70,000 of budget. CSC female, I am giving the 1,20,000 rupees. Mechanical male, I am giving 65 something. Mechanical female, I am giving this. Okay, CSC male, I am giving this, and so on. For displaying it on the appropriate manner, what you can do, for K, V. Now don't ask me this question, sir, what is this? Dot items, because we already discussed in great detail this concept. Okay, key, V. Now it will appear one by one. Sorry, dd dot in, dd dot v. So now you can check it out. Okay, now you can check it out. This one is the budget for CSC male, CSC females, mechanical males, mechanical female. Okay, then your CSC male, IT female, IT male. I think the picture is clear for everyone. If you don't understand it, please watch my video on repeat mode. Then you will get the clarity, because I explain this thing into this great detail. Okay, here I tell you the each concept step by step, what exactly the code is running. The simply I put this code into this loop, that's it, into this for loop, and finally you are getting these values. Okay, so anything else that you want to ask from me?
What other question was that?
Hanji, please.
Small question, right?
Please.
You know, in dictionary you said, like, you know, if the keys are very same, so it's going to override the thing, right? It's going to add on.
Yes, sir. It's overwriting. Basically, this is overwriting. It's getting previous value and adding new value and overwriting, because this one is the concept is same. Because CSC, I have to, my problem statement is that I have to sum all the numbers. First, we have to pick out the previous sum. Then you are supposed to put out the, you know, the new value.
Yeah, but I mean, if the values are different, so the dictionary is not going to be different, no?
Sorry, the values.
The keys are same.
Two
values are different and two keys are same.
The key, if the keys are same, that's why it's overwriting, na. If the keys are different, that it's assigning a new key. Okay, so this one is very useful use case. You can watch this video again and then the picture would be more clear if you have any doubt. Okay, so the next one is, I am giving you one more assignment as well. Okay, so I am closing it. Okay, this time mail merging. Okay, mail merging. So let me show you. Okay, now understand it. I have two files. Okay, I have two files. The one is containing here the names. Okay, the second one is containing the message. So you can check it out. One is containing the message. The message, this one, greeting of the day, it is bring to kind notice that your fees is pending, kindly pay your fees before this, and thanks for the US Data Technology Chandigarh. Okay, so this is one file and the second file is this one. Now I think 90% you guys understand what I want to say. And this one is the second file. Okay, the name of the students: Ram, Reena, Meena, Ravi, Raju, Kaju and Maju. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to, merging of these two files, and after that you have to make one file according to this name. For example, Raju, Ram, Ravi, Reena. Okay, Raju, Ram, Ravi name. How many names are there? I don't know. Maybe there are the 50 names, there are the 70 names, there are the 1000 names. Okay, according to that names, the file is generated into this way. Hello Ram, greeting of the day. It is bring to kind notice that your fees is pending, kindly pay your fees before this. So I think you guys understand exactly what I want to say. This concept is called mail merge. Okay, this concept is called mail merge. So I am giving you again 5 minutes. Try to think out how you can perform this. Okay, try to think out how you can perform it. So this one is again your task. Okay, this one is again your task. I am giving you 5 minutes. I will come back to you guys within 5 minutes. So in the meanwhile, that you have to think about it, how you will perform this. Here, now I am writing a code for this statement. So I am teaching you one more thing. Okay, that is the with statement. Okay, I am teaching you one new statement that is called with statement. Now what is this? The exactly same. I open a file, f is equal to open. Okay, I use this syntax. The same thing I can do with the with. The syntax is this one, with open. Okay, with open the file and on which mode that you want to open, and then colon. As you know, whenever as the file pointer, that is f. As you know, whenever you put these colons after the next line, you have to perform the tab indented. So whatever code I will write inside this, that would be part of this one. Okay, that would be the part of this one. So with the help of with statement, there is one more statement to opening the file, that is the with statement. Let's suppose I want to make these number of lines which are associated with this file. Okay, so for this kind of things, if you want to do the repeatedly these steps, so what we can do, we can take the help of the with statement. Now this group of lines are associated with this file. So sometime our requirement is this one. At that time I will open a file with the help of the with statement. Okay, and the second advantage of this, here you have to explicitly close this file. Okay, f dot close. Now whenever you open a file with the with statement, there is no need to close the file. Automatically your file will be closed. The rest of things are exactly same, but that the difference is you are supposed to open a file with the with, and after colon, that again whenever you put the colon into the Python, the indentation is highly required. So now these number of lines are associated with this code. So this statement. So sometime your requirement is this one, that you want to associate a group of lines with one file. For at that time you are take the help of this with statement. Okay, so back to my main funda. what exactly that I have to do? I am opening this file. This is the name file that I am getting the name file. Okay, name Ram, Reena, Meena, Ravi, Kaju. Okay, I need the file with the name of this. So first I have to read this file and then I have to read this file. After that, what exactly I have to do? I have to merging these two files. So for the same, I am making a new file. And the name of that file is save as mail merge. Okay, mail merge.py. So first that you have to open the file. First I open the file. The file name is name. Okay, name dot txt. In which mode that I am opening? Into the read mode I am opening. Okay, I opened it. Okay, I opened it. Now what do you have to do? What do you have to do? Names. Okay, names is equal to, okay, names is equal to f dot read lines. Now all the names are written, all the names are read out, okay, inside the name, and I am closing it, f dot close. Okay, again I am opening one more file. Okay, I am opening one more file. F dot open, the name of the file is message. Okay, MESS, and this time MESS. Okay, MESS. F dot read. Okay, read, and I am again closing this file. When I print to, now I am showing you print of names and then print of message, sorry, MESS. Now when I execute it, so picture would be more clear. Those two files and I read the content of these files. So now you can check it out. The first I read the names and you can check it out here. The name after name, that again you are getting /n, again /n because /n is special character. And the second thing is the second file which I read. Okay, the second file which I read, that is the message. This one is the entire message in the form of the string. So now the next concept is, what next concept is, now I have to pick the name. Okay, I have to pick the name. I have to pick this name and I have to pick the entire message and I have to put these two things into one file. And this file should be, I have to write. Okay, again the name is Reena. Again this file name become Reena.txt. Inside Reena, the name is Reena, hello Reena, and this entire message. Okay, the next file will become Meena. Okay, Meena. So Meena.txt, inside this name, hello Meena, and this entire data. So this is my next task. First I read the content, whatever I need. Now I have to merge it and I have to make a new file. And I know when I have to make a new file, with the help of W mode, you can perform this activity. So first I am doing for name in names. Okay, I am reading the names. Let me just print the names. Okay, let me just print the names. Okay, I am printing the name. Now the picture would be more clear. So I print the name Reena. Okay, now you can check it out. /n is also printing. Okay, /n is also printing. Now you can, that's why you are getting the difference between these two. Now you can check it out because I already shown you the /n is automatically read it out. So I want to remove /n, so I know. Okay, I know. Now what I am doing, name is equal to, okay, name is equal to name dot split via /n. Okay, and I am picking out the index of 0. Perfect. Now when I print the name, now you can check it out. Okay, now you can check it out. Now you can, now the /n has been removed. Okay, /n has been removed. Now you are getting only this value, that is the Ram. Other, in the earlier cases that you are getting Ram /n. Now I done the first task. Now what next that I have to do? Now name. Okay, now understand this concept. Inside this data, inside this mess, the entire message is there in the form of this string. In the form of this string. Now what I have to do? First, I have to create a file with this name. Okay, with this name. In the first case, the name is Ram. In the second case, the name is Reena. In the third case, the name is Meena, Seena, Teena, whatever name. Now what I have to do, I have to create a file that name is, the name is according to this variable. Let's suppose the first name is Ram, then the file will be created Ram. Okay, and which mode? W mode. W mode mean if the file is not there, then it will create a new file as we know it, we discuss it. Okay, now understand it. So what I am doing, observe carefully. Now this time I am opening a file with open, okay, with the help of with open. Now with open, which file that I want to open? Name. Okay, name file that I want to create. Okay, on which mode? Write mode. So this file will be automatically created. Okay, this file will be automatically created as F. So this is the file pointer. Now here the group of tasks. Now when this statement is executed, when this statement is executed, inside name, the name is Ram, and your drive, inside this drive, a Ram name file is created. Okay, Ram name file is created. Inside that file, now the next task is I have to write the content. Okay, I have to write the content. So this would be happen. In the next iteration, the name will become Reena. Now the new file will be created, that is the Reena. Okay, so entire code is same, because we have to print the same thing. So now understand it. So now what I have to do? Now you have to, okay, we know how to write it. F dot write. What I am writing. Okay, what I am writing. Okay, what I am writing. So first you have to write the name. So name, again I have to append hello. Okay, so hello. Okay, now I am giving the name, it's to the final underscore name. Okay, now first what you have to do, hello, and what you have to concat name, you have to concat name plus, okay, name inside this name. Now it's concatenated. Okay, it's concatenated, but this name is into the capital letter, small letters. Again the client want, I need first character as a capital character, Ram R capital. Okay, R capital. Then what you have to do, dot title, we know it. Okay, dot title. Now the first character become capital. Okay, you want something else? Okay, I want some, you know, the exclamation sign after the name, like this, hello Ram. Okay, this one. Okay, this sign that I need. So for the same, what I have to do, again I can do concatenation. You can do a number of things. Okay, now you have to again concatenate it. Okay, concatenated this one. So now this is ready. So I have to write it. For writing to file, I know this one. Oh, I know this one. So I write it into the file. Okay, that this has been written into the file. Now the next is, now what else that you have to write? In the next line that you have to write the entire message. Okay, in the next line that you have to write the entire message, and we know here automatically /n is not implemented. So what you have to do, the /n mean the control is moved to the next line. Okay, into the next line what you want to write, okay, the message, the entire message. Now your code is ready. Okay, your code is ready. Now your code is ready. Okay, ready. Now if I run it, हाँ प्लीज बोलो.
मेरे को डांटना मत, ये सब गिर के how we can create a file without the extension .txt extension?
Automatically it will create it, but it will not create a text file. It will create I suppose that file. So I will come to that point. Okay, so now you can check it out. The files has been created. Okay, the file has been created. Raju, Ram, Ravi, Reena. Okay, now if you open it, open with. So this time this is the file that you have to open with. Okay, you can open with. Now my system is very slow here. Now you can open it, open with. Now if I open this file, open with, okay, notepad. So now you are getting the exactly same message. The file name is Meena. Hello Meena, greeting of the day. It's bring to kind notice that your fees is pending and kindly pay your fees before this. Thanks and regard US Data Technologies. Okay, Technologies Chandigarh. That's it. This is the concept. Now your question is, sir, how I can change it? Okay, no problem. I am deleting all these files. Okay, I am deleting all these files. Now your question is, sir, how we can create it? The files has been created, but this is the file extension. Don't worry about it. You can convert into the txt. Don't it. Okay, so normally what we did over here the name dot txt. So you have to implement this thing. Okay, implement this thing. How I can it concat it. Okay, so now concat it, but exactly that you want to concat dot txt. That's it. Now the extension become ram dot txt. Now execute it. Okay, execute it. Now the files of ram.txt. Now you can check it out. Ram.txt, ravi.txt, reena.txt. Okay, this one is a reena. Okay, now you can check it out. Hello, reena, exclamation sign. Again, whatever you want to do, you want to add subject over here, you can add subjects. The choice is again here. This concept is called mail merge, because sometime that you have to this type of problem. This type of problem is sorted by this. Okay, because here the names are very less. Okay, I give you the task. Okay, just you have to mail these letters to these persons. So here let's suppose the names are thousands of names are there. Okay, and the message is same for everyone. So again you can make it more complicated. Again you can create it more complicated. Just do one thing. If you want to make or more research inside this, make a file. Okay, make a file. Let's suppose the file name is fee status. Okay, fee status. Let's suppose I get a file from the account department. Okay, I get a file from the account department. Account department says me, this is my file. Here, the first column is the name, and the another column is, for example, the final fee. Okay, this is the data that I collected from the account department. Here the name is Ravi. The fees is, let's suppose, 25,000. Okay, name is Reena, the fees is 23,000. Okay, the fees is, let's suppose, for example, 20,000. Anyone name is there. Okay, so so now what exactly I have to do? My final fees is 25,000. My final fees is 25,000, and my target is, let's suppose these are the 1,000 names. My target is that I have to send the mail to those guys who didn't pay the full fee. Okay, now let's suppose this Ravi give me the full fee, though I don't need to send a mail letter to him. So here the fees is 23,000. That's means 2,000 rupees pending. So I have to send him a mail. Okay, I have to send him a mail, or I have to send him a letter that your 2,000 rupees are pending. For this person, the 5,000 rupees are pending. So now the message would be something like this. Let's suppose the Reena, whose fees is 25,000 rupees, the 3,000 rupees pending. Then how we can send the message to that particular name? Let me show you. So let's suppose, hello Raju. Let's suppose the Raju didn't give me the complete fee. He gave me the 23,000 rupees, but the full fees is 25,000. So how many pending? 2,000 pending. Greeting for the day. It is bring to kind notice that your fees rupees approximately, okay, or you can say the rupees 2,000 is pending. Kindly pay the fees before of this to avoid the fine. Okay, this letter is ready for the Raju, and the next person, let's suppose the next person, this one is Maju. Okay, the Maju give me 20,000 rupees fees. Her fees is pending, that is 5,000. So here it is bring to kind notice that your fees 5,000 rupees is pending. Kindly pay before 7 of these and avoid the, avoid the late fees, whatever, or fine. So you can make it more dynamically. Choice is again here. Choice is again here. Whatever you want to do, you can do. I show you the base part. Now the rest thing, how the diplomatic, how dynamically you can create it. You can create it. So I think the picture is clear for everyone. So you can try for this as well. So I show you 2 use cases. Okay, tomorrow session is again for the file handling. Okay, tomorrow session is again for the file handling. Whatever the left inside the file handling, I will show you one simple project into the file handling. Again, this can be again your a good script. This can be again your good script. If you try for this, you can impart it into your resume. Okay, you can impart this thing into your resume, that how you can pretend this kind of thing in front of the interviewer, that sir, where I am doing the training, where I am learning the things, here the concept is this one, and I know the Python and I transfer that thing into the real-time scenario. Okay, you can perform something like this. Any question from your side before closing this session? Tomorrow the session will be remain. Yeah, please.
If you can open that file, if you don't mind, please.
This one?
You know the way you, yes, that's the one, yes. You know the way you said like with open and name plus text. So basically, the file is in write mode.
Yes, file is in the write mode. If this file is not available, automatically will create it.
Yes. And if it's available, right?
Then it will overwrite. Then it will overwrite.
Yeah, it will override. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. How come all these names you have got it diagram because it's.
So don't worry about it. What you can do? You can impart extra thing. You can impart a one counter with this. Okay. For example, what you can do? For example, just take a one counter. Let's suppose x is equal to 0. So with every name, okay, let's suppose first name is Manju, so Manju 0, okay, then Raju 1, Ram 2, Ravi 3, Reena 4, Kaju 5, and let's suppose there is one more Ram, okay, one more Ram, then the next file will be created Ram 6. So you can avoid this. Again, let's suppose there is one more Ram, Ram 7, okay, Ram 8, Ram 9.
What my question is to you, because it's already, you know, you created a new file, right, with the right mode. So the name of the file is name.
Yes.
Which has the data already in it.
Yes,
So
yes.
the data is because you put write mode there, so data, the past data is going to be deleted, right?
No, this is just a name. This is nothing. This is a variable which contain the name.
This one new variable is not a file name.
No. It's a variable name. Now, when it concatenated it, now it's become a file name. The file name become, let's suppose the name contain Ram, then the file become ram.txt. The next name is, after processing this thing into the Ram, the next name is Reena, then the file become Reena. Okay. For handling this situation, you can concatenate one counter over there.
But instead of making like three, whatever different files, is it like, you know, possible to do like, you know, one file, like in a one way, like, you know, just make it in one file instead of rather than going for like 3 or.
You can do the same thing. You can do the same thing. You can open a single file. Okay, just take a single file, that is the final file, and you can which mode? You can append mode. Here you can use the append mode. Yes. So every data is written into a single file. I can show you the same thing. Okay, if you want to show you, I can show you the same thing. So just change over here the append. Okay, just make over here append and make here a static name. Okay, this time a static name, and the name is, let's suppose, dummy.txt. Okay, for after every line, again for the separation, f.write, okay, /n. So I am taking /n, and after that I am taking this for segregation. Okay, this for segregation, and again I am taking this /n. Okay, so now the file will be created. The name of the file is dummy, and when I execute it, you can check it out. The dummy is created. So now the entire data into the dummy, like this. You want this? So now everything is ready. You can check it out. Okay.
How is that possible to turn this data to individual person now?
So for individual person, we already solved this problem. As you said, sir, I need the entire data in. Sorry.
You have to create a like extra like different file for each candidate, right? If you want to send the message to different people, like.
So again, you want to create again file from this file, a single unique file.
Okay. That's the only way to do it.
No, what you can do, whenever this is come, that's mean again you are getting the name. Here the logic will be little diplomatic. You have to create a logic for the same. So whenever you get the star, after that if you are getting the hello, that's mean you have to split it according to the space, and you have to find this. Okay, you have to find this name, and according to that name you are supposed to again writing the complete step which I told you earlier. Okay,
Scenario is going to be the same.
yes, everything is possible, sir. Everything is possible, but depend upon the logic, how you think the problem statement. So I show you this one. As you said, sir, everything into a single file. Again, if you want to create again from this single file for the multiple file, yes, it can be possible. Okay. The entire things are possible. That's totally depend upon the logic, how you handle the problem statement and how you think the problem statement. So tomorrow the session will be continued. The last topic I will show you one script, and whatever remaining into the file handling I will show you, and after that we will move to the database connectivity after completion of this.
Excuse me, sir.
हाँ जी.